2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brett Perry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Miles Turner out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. And for San Antonio, Jokic is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Always a fun time of the season. The race for the postseason kicks into high gear.
Yeah, this is when the pack starts to split apart. The true contenders come to light. And the teams that might have looked good early start to fade.
Now, here's Zubac. Right side, Fox. Inside, Jokic. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Portis. Mitchell, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Defense making it pretty easy for Cade Cunningham here. You can't leave someone wide open on this team.
Zubac finds Vassell. It's rebounded by Portis. Last game for the Spurs, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Chicago Bulls. Ingram passes to Portis. Back to Ingram. He dishes it to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Mitchell's got his second basket of the night.
And this is what Mitchell delivers for his team. He's an efficient shooter you can rely on for buckets.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's covered by Ingram. Back from outside. Doesn't go that time. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Rebound, San Antonio.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Cunningham. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Good on the three-point shot. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Jokic. Six to shoot. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Such a sweet touch there from Jokic.
When he's not dominating this sport, we know that Jokic spends time with his other love.
And you're talking about horse racing, specifically harness racing. Jokic, that is the sport he loves the most. So it's right up there with basketball, basically. Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the unpredictable nature of Mitchell is hard to game plan against, especially when he drives.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. And Mitchell drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
Well, once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
Now, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Mitchell passes to Portis. Dishes to Ingram. Some nice passing by Golden State. The shot by Turner, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Fox finds Zubac. Vassell against Mitchell. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Zubac does a great job of sniffing out offensive rebounds and beats his guy to the spot.
Portis, the pass to Mitchell. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Fox passes to Vassell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. Vassell's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Pass to Turner. Cunningham against Fox. Cunningham kicks to Ingram. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 2. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Portis. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now, here's Mitchell. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Utah. Turner for 3. Cans it from downtown. Turner's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch and shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Portis. Makes it off the glass.
A big board and a bigger putback from Bobby Portis.
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Zubac. Mitchell against Vassell. No good with the triple.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And the body control from the slender Brandon Ingram out there. Nice work finishing through contact.
Mitchell against Vassell. Out left to the wing. Here's Jokic. High quality look, and he sinks it. Jokic has got his second basket of the game. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Jokic is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And there's McDaniels. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Rozier in at the point. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here is Wall. After Terry Rozier's basket. Wall dishes to Ingram. Passes to Turner. Offline with his three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. You've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Now here's Harrell. Hasn't made one yet. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Monday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, It's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Now, here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got 6 points.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Iguodala against Jokic. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Rozier missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Mitchell finds Wall. Here's Harrell. Golden State moving it around. Ingram passes to Wall. Over Rozier. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wall's got his first 2 points. Pass to Rozier. Now McDaniels. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And Wall kicks to Ingram. The pass to Harrell. On the wing, Mitchell. There's the triple. That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And stolen by Harrell. Ingram with it. Working on McDaniels. And it's Ingram missing. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Vassell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that length to get the call.
And the Spurs making a change here. Green's checked in. And then for Golden State, Santi Aldama comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Luke Kennard in for Mitchell. And it's tied up with that one.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Ball passes to Harrell. Here's Wall. He had 15 points last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Over Rozier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wall's got 4 points this quarter. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Spurs. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Very pretty alley-oop layup. Vassell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number 5, the Spurs.
Over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
And that one falls for John Wall.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Zubac is checked in for the Spurs. Wall comes in for Devin Vassell. The Warriors also with a sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Now here's Green. Pass to Zubac. Right wing. Right side, Ball. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Grow up in the Ball family, then you better move the ball.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. Passes it to Portis. Here's Iguodala. Green with the rebound.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for San Antonio. And the Warriors also making a change. Turner's checked in. The free throw drops from McDaniels.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Portis. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Great finish by Portis. No stranger to having to overcome some of the physical play out there.
Fox passes to McDaniels. Back to Fox. Another shot, and it's Zubac laying it in. Zubac has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Wall finds Portis. Golden State moving the ball around. That's a 2 from Kennard. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now, here's Fox. 29 points for him last game against Chicago. Count that one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wall, trailing by 4. Outside Turner. Kennard, the pass to Portis. Over Green, and it's Golden State with another.
Portis not afraid from the mid-range. That's where he can do some work.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Utah Jazz. Here's Fox. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Such a light touch on that finger roll. Classic move there.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. Shoots over Fox. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kennard.
Kennard doesn't take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he's efficient.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They lead by a bucket. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sport. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were in a rough spot down 7 at one point, but kept it from getting worse than that. Remember, they trailed after 1, but a great second quarter gives them a 2-point lead at the break. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory, setting the floor for the Warriors. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Cade Cunningham. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. A nice shot by McDaniels.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Well, Cade asking the defense to come out. You've got to respect his ability to shoot it from the three-point line.
Well, we're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
Pass to Mitchell for the tie. It's hauled in by Zubac.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oh, what a look. Jokic already joined the list of NBA's greatest passing big men. No doubt about that.
Vassell against Mitchell. Cunningham outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Vassell against Mitchell. Shoots from the baseline. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Back to Jokic. The dish to Fox. Back to Jokic. 3 on the clock. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And the pass to Mitchell. It's good from the top of the key. 13 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
McDaniels in the post. He's covered by Ingram. Drills the three-pointer.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Don't confuse being slow with not having mobility. Jokic remains a threat to drive.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Zubac. The Warriors also with a sub. Harrell's checked in. And Jokic drops them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Cunningham finds Turner. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And that's good for 2. Ingram's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And Ingram really can handle either part of that pick and roll. He could be the screener, and then he could roll, or he could score off it. Nice option.
And the basket by Vassell.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
The Spurs making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Harrell dishes to Cunningham. And the shot goes down. Cunningham's got 8.
Yeah, 6'8" with those kind of handles, man. Cade Cunningham, a special talent.
Fox passes to Jokic. Jokic catches his way to finish inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Mitchell outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist on the night. Passes it to Rozier. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Rozier kicks to Finney-Smith. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Iguodala. Vassell against Ingram. Here's Iguodala. San Antonio with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Vassell finds Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Cunningham. Harrell trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Cunningham. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Fox. He takes it in.
Spurs foul.
Some changes here for the Spurs. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jokic. And Ball's up in for Fox. Pass to Ingram.
Lonzo Ball.
20 seconds left to play in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Iguodala. Here's Harrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Harrell in there clashing with some aggressive defense, and he gets physical right back.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, there's no doubt that the way that Montrezl Harrell approaches the game, he is the heartbeat of a lot of the minutes that he's on the floor for any club.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Over in the corner, Rozier. And he lays it straight in. Rozier's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's a competitor. Even amongst the trees, Rozier has such confidence in his ability to finish.
And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. They've got McDaniels, Devin Vassell out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Warriors trail by 9. And here's Wall. Mitchell outside. Off target with the open look.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Good on the shot.
Yeah, I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Passes to McDaniels. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall against Ball. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball call.
So it's San Antonio now. Spurs leading by 10. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Clock at 6. He gets that one. Ball's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
It's so hard to knock Lonzo Ball off his center of gravity. That time, a good job of keeping his composure around the challenge.
Pass to Mitchell for the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 19 points.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Zubac the best of Vassell. For Mitchell, another one falls for San Antonio.
Hey, that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Mitchell passes to Turner. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players. That's a jump ball.
So it's the Warriors now. It's stolen. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Ball no good. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Golden State. Mitchell's shot is good.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
There's the pass to Claxton. Back to Ball. Fires the three. Offensive rebound, Spurs. No good from Zubac. Warriors trail by 9. For 3, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Claxton.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Lonzo Ball. Kennard, he's checked in for the Warriors. Cunningham comes in for John Wall. Cunningham finds Turner. Shot clock at 2, and here's Mitchell from the arc. That ball, nice speed that time from Turner. Mitchell's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors. Out to the right wing. Steps back and shoots. And that one swishes right in. 14 points for Jokic.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
So much talk about who's the fastest player in the league, and Fox always being mentioned there. His speed and stepping into this leadership role, lots of great signs from De'Aaron Fox.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 8. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Jokic. And it's Mitchell missing.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jokic against Cunningham. Good. Concentration coming right there from Jokic.
And I think Jokic has decided, I'm going to take over this game scoring-wise. I don't know how you say that in Serbian, but trust me.
Here's Mitchell. Offline from the high post.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice. Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
On the wing, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Spurs. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Spurs.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Ingram finds Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And he has the right partner, Ingram, creating the offense in the pick and roll. And that's a nice read.
Fox passes to Jokic. Spurs working the ball around now. Dishes it to McDaniels. Here he goes. Some solid defense from Ingram.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.